Hi everyone, I'm Paige Abbott and this is your weekly recovery message. We're all aware that at times we can greatly admire people and almost put them on a pedestal, and at other times with other people we may be very judgmental and very critical. That's what I wanted to explore a little bit more this week, is that idea of putting people on pedestals. With addiction, there is a vulnerability and a tendency to have a distorted filter, meaning how you perceive people and relationships goes through a filter that distorts reality. So the input that you get doesn't accurately reflect what's happening. So there can be a lot of judgment based on superficialities or what you think you're seeing in other people. And this adds to that tendency to put people on pedestals, meaning to view them as almost infallible, perfect, that they're carrying this standard that's so high. Then of course when you compare yourself against that standard, you come up short. So this generates huge amounts of shame, which is the core feeling associated with addiction. Addiction and shame make wonderful mates, because shame is the feeling that's very uncomfortable, where we're feeling less than and very unworthy, and the brain will then pipe in and come up with various ways to get away or numb or escape from that feeling of discomfort. So this idea of putting people on pedestals actually perpetuates this, because you're seeing people around you who seem to be so much better, doing better, better off, they look better, they act better. In all ways, they're better than you, which again can really be a button pusher for that shame. On the converse side, there can also be the experience where you can be very judgmental and very critical of other people. So essentially you go on the pedestal and they are viewed as less than. And this is a great ego driver. So it artificially covers up that sense of shame. You feel, okay, I'm better than this person, I'm doing better, I look better, I am better. However, whenever we're comparing ourselves to other people, whether as less than or better than, we're not getting an accurate picture of reality. Reality is we are our own person. So our goal and our responsibility is to look at and cultivate our strengths. We need to know what we value about ourselves, where we have some challenges, where we can grow, but overall, our only goal and responsibility is to look at ourselves. Judging and comparing to other people, whether is better than or less than, really puts us at a disadvantaged position. And when addiction is involved, the consequences of doing this can be far greater, because of course turning to unhealthy behaviors that can even be life-threatening to get away from the shame and to cover it up can be very detrimental. Hopefully over time you'll be able to connect more to who am I? What do I value? What are my strengths? And what do I need to work on? Because fundamentally, that's the reality that each of us needs to be connecting with and working on. And then we can start to view everybody around us as equals. We're all fallible human beings. We all have strengths, but we all have things to work on. And if you're finding yourself in relationships that are quite superficial, where people are just talking about how great they are, what's going well for them, the things that they have, the financial success or fame that they are carrying, then I would encourage you to really look honestly at those relationships and maybe consider turning your attention towards relationships where there's more reality, where people are talking about their insides, not just what's happening outside. And through that, you can start to see they're a human being just like me. They may do some things differently, but that doesn't make it the gold standard of what I have to live up to. So hopefully over time, you can come back down to earth. There's truly no need for this idea of pedestals, putting other people on them or putting ourselves on them. This is just an artificial way to boost our ego or run our ego into the ground. Hopefully you can all come back to reality and start looking at what's real, which is each of you. Thanks for watching. I wish you the best in your ongoing journey of recovery for the week. Bye for now.